What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about how you can become a MUT millionaire super fast in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. The last video I showed you guys, we received a lot of positive feedback about the actual strategy cards. Many of you guys made out very heavily. Obviously, you guys were able to pull purple strats from the various teams. Those are going for about 180 to 200K. For some of you guys, you just came up about 200 grand, but I'm going to urge you guys, when you make a little bit of coin, don't be in such a rush to get rid of it right away, and I'm going to show you why. Because you can actually build your team up while you're doing these coin making methods. Alright guys, so this is what we're going to talk about today. Ideally, when you're looking for a way to make coins in Madden, you're trying to utilize a lot of your trash cards. So what we're going to focus on today is the Super Bowl past promo, or the present, whichever one you want to do. But when you go to the set, they put everything together now. Alright, so this one gives you both the past and the present Super Bowl champions. And the reason we're going to focus in on this is because you can make about 230 to 250 with just putting together a lot of the cards that are already in your binder. Now, the accumulation of the cards comes with the grinding of the game. Definitely going into the store every day and seeing what packs are available for very, very cheap, like the 1 cent pack and stuff like that. A lot of you guys didn't realize that it resets itself regularly. I'm not talking about monetary packs. I'm talking about some of the stuff in the store that is like a cent and stuff like that. Like this one right here, 86 plus, but this is the B and D. I want you guys to note, it's not always a B and D. Depending on the promo that it is, some of them are auctionable, like the Unstoppable. Those are always auctionable until EA decides to change it. So if you're working on your team as well as making coins, utilize this and always jump into it to see what you can actually pull. Even though that's garbage, it's an 86. We can't do anything with it. It's a B&D. Take your 221 training for 1 cent. It is what it is. All right, so take advantage of what's going on in the store. Look at the minimal value things also, because that can always turn out to be something very, very positive for you. All right, now let's get into what's been making me a lot of coins over the last couple hours. It's going to be the Super Bowl players. Now let me just show you really quickly so you guys can see it in my auctions hub. Here goes what we've been doing. All right, here goes my auctions. We've been selling a bunch of Super Bowl players, right? Dudes are getting sold 271, 274, 238, whatever. These guys down here, whatever versions of them we've been getting. Let me show you how you're going to create those cards to sell them. All right, let's jump over into the set. Now, I already showed you when you go over to program, we're looking at the Super Bowl present. Although you see on the right, like it's grayed out, Super Bowl past is 0. They've added it all to one actual set. All right. So this 95 overall will give you a past or present. It doesn't matter which one you get. That's not the issue. You're going to go for the one that sells for the most. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well, utilizing the catalog. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add these 92s that I've already made. We're going to add those in, and then I'm going to show you how we make the 92s and also the pricing of the 92. So when you click on it, you'll see the average price is around 55 if you can snipe the right ones. All right, for a 92 right now. It depends on, the time of day when you're looking. Well, these cards are like 80, but those are like the reduxes, so it depends on what you're looking for. But people are usually sniping them for about 55, something like that. It just depends on the card you look at and the time of day, stuff like that. Some of these Super Bowl cards are going to still be highly priced because they're ×2 chemistry. So also be careful with that as well. You can try out, in some cases, some of the weekly wild cards. Those could vary in price, but typically you're looking for about, like this guy, to average like a 55,000 coin, around that type of rate thing. If you can't, like right there, he's 61. If you have to buy one, I would probably max out at about 60. But you can make them and sell them also. And this is the way that you will do that. And this is how you would go about making sure that you utilize items that are already in your binder. All right. So how do you make the 92s, right? For the cheapest, cheapest value, I focus in on harvest. All right. Now the harvest is very, very, it's kind of interesting because a lot of you guys have a lot of 89s in your binder, and most of the other sets that people use, typically it's 90s. This is one of the few ones where you have the option of the lower overall. The problem is it's very hard to find 89 overalls, right? Because most of them are just 88s or they're outright 90s. So I'm going to show you how I made those in a second, but we're going to redeem the set for the 92 because we're focused in on making like 200 and change each one for the Super Bowl promo. Now remember, as Madden continues to go on, the overalls are going to change where it goes up to 93s, like the way that other promos had the 93s, the honors and stuff like that. Eventually it gets to 94s, and then by the time you get to that other point where you get to the what is that, the rookie premieres is what I'm thinking about, it's going to be higher overalls to do sets. All right, so right here we just put all of them in there. Let me go ahead and what did I just do here? All right, so let's back out of this real quick. So that's how you make a 92. Now you can see right now that we need one more 89, right? You see, or a 90, it doesn't matter. They all go into the set. So making the 89s, this is just a recommendation, okay? You can utilize 2 different sets, all right? The 89, you can go over to program, you can look at the core set, and you can take a chance at an 88 to 89 or a 90 to 91. I don't really like these because if you get an 88, it really sets you back. All right. And with a 90 to 91, it's like, bro, the value of it is like kind of crazy when you try to evaluate it. So I go to some of the old school sets that people forget about, like the team builders, right? The team builders is something that you can use your lower level 86s and 84 to 85s to make an 89. Now, remember, you can buy it if it's like still going to make you coins, but I'm doing this from scratch. So I'm going to make full profit because I make up a lot of these cards in different sets, or I get them from challenges as well, where you get like that free card weekly or whatever when you do like a, whatever challenge. When we were doing the Genki Force challenges, the Super Bowl challenges, you get low overall cards. So you just make it. And I know you're looking at it like, wow, gee, that's a lot of cards. If you were to buy those cards on the auction right now, they are dirt cheap. 86s you can snipe for like 6-7K, like or less, depending on what card you're looking for and how you're viewing it in the catalog. So it's not a big deal with getting the cards made. And that's why I already have them preset. It's not a big deal with it because you can literally sit in the program with the core set and just make from the beginning down here, starting over here with the elites or whatever, or even if you want to go 74, 75 and start from scratch low. If you start putting together your garbage and making it into more valuable cards, you're going to eventually have a lot of low-level and mid-level elites that you can do with what I'm doing right now. So definitely check the set out and see what you can put together. Now, it does take time to do, but I'm trying to prevent spending a lot of coin. That's what it's about. Like, this is how you become a MUT millionaire. You make stuff, but you're not really, you know what I'm saying, bro? You're not really buying stuff. You're not going into the store and spending all this crazy. You're not doing all of that. That's just not what we're gonna do. So now we get another 92, all right? Because I just showed you how you make the 89s. That would be the set you would use. I would go team builders. If you guys have any other ideas or something as far as, maybe this set, maybe that set, just be careful with the value of the individual cards. Because in some cases, if you already have 492s, it may benefit you to spend the 55 and just buy the last one and then make, 180 instead of the 240 or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you put together enough of this, you just start to accumulate and keep making coins. And then it starts to lower the amount of things that are in your binder because eventually it gets filled and you can't do anything about it. Obviously with this set right here, this is a little bit more expensive because these are 93s. But I can explain to you guys that we just made a couple players a little bit earlier today. But making those 93s is also something you can do. It's just right now, the market is really bad. So there's ways to make coins that are easy like this. And then there's ways to kind of like go after like the inflating market. Everybody is going after right now the combine, right? So you're not going to really snipe a lot of cheap cards. But in this case right here, we just put together a 95 set where we're at least looking at about 230 each time. Just utilizing cards that we already have in our binder and turning them into what we want. So now we go over to the catalog and we start looking at price ranges. All right. What are things going for? This guy is 229. He's 308. He's actually a really good card still. Chase Young. With only a 50 of 50, he still goes crazy with like 96 or 97 speed. He's really wild. So I can expect his card to be decent for now. These are most of them, right? But these are the Super Bowl present. If you want to check out Jair Brown, also because of that 1 AP deep KO, is also probably going to be one of the more, like you see how his price is 330? That's reasonable because he gets that ability. So keep an eye on him and Chase Young if you do this. The reason that I said 200 and change is because sometimes the way the market works, you may end up, trying to sell your card at a time where the market is not, at its peak. And it could be like this. Like right now, he's 306. He's still a 95, but he's 306. he's really good, but still the other guy gets that deep KO for 1, which is all the, you know, the deep out and deep in and 1. So that guy is probably going to be the most valuable at the 330 mark, but we're going to also check out what's going on with the Super Bowl pass, just to kind of see the price ranges and the differences of the 95s. 289, 285, and then these guys are all trash. Warren Sapp, really good as well. He's literally the key to my defense, but is his price right? You know what I'm saying? Is the price range right? He's 323, so we're not going to do this, because obviously if we get the safety, if we get Brown, we stand a chance of making more coins. Once you see that, you would go back over to the set. You would then go over here. You got to reset it because sometimes it gets grayed out, and go back to the actual set here. Okay. After you do that, you go here to redeem it. And then once you redeem, you would choose the Brown from the Niners. You know what I'm saying? Just to go, because that's the highest price of it. If you get other ones, or, you know, you're watching this video later, you may notice that the prices are changed. Like some people are spending less money. But as of right now, he's a budget beast because of what he gets. So we know 330 is his average. We can put him up. He just sold for 300. Okay. So 2 minutes ago was 329 and then the jump down. Okay. So we would go like this. Let's see if we get rid of him for like 323 or something like that. All right. Even though I told you at the beginning of the video, it's about like 250, 260, whatever. We'll see if we can get lucky on that and, you know, keep making coins. But this is what I've been doing. It's been working out for me. I had to share it with you guys to let you guys see what's going on. Obviously, as you know, time goes on and they're about to drop Team of the Year and things like that, the prices will vary. Things will change. The market will be completely ridiculous. But at the end of the day, right now, we're at 323. If he doesn't sell for that, we'll still make at least 300K. It costs me absolutely nothing, and we're going to be at about 3.4 million after he's sold. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe, like, share, become a member, join me in my live streams, follow me on X, become a subscriber on X, and I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. Stay well, stay blessed. One love, y'all.